I thought I really find it hard to stay with a guy who I don't respect.
For years, all the sister wives wanted the world to think that everything was perfect until everything came crashing down when Christine left the family once and for all, and now she's revealing all the amazing new things about her life, and you'll never believe how great she is doing. So we all know that Christine announced that she was leaving Kody in November, and this was after they'd been together for 26 years, and she was just done with the polygamous lifestyle, and so she left him, and she even left her fundamentalist Mormon faith behind. And I think it's pretty safe to say that we've all been wondering what she'll be doing next, and I have, and I just can't wait for the new season to finally drop. And TLC actually just released a new teaser, and let me just say that I'm now excited even more than ever. And the new teaser is pretty much all about Christine, which didn't surprise me at all, considering that this is definitely going to be a major storyline. And what I found really interesting, though, was that at the end of the teaser, Christine brought up the question of whether or not she was still a sister wife. And then you could hear someone saying that the answer is no. And now I'm pretty sure that the person who said no wasn't actually Christine, but Robin. And it's just the editing that made it sound like it was Christine saying she wasn't a sister wife anymore. But I still think it's interesting because even if Christine wasn't the one to say it, I think it gives us a pretty good idea of where this season is going. Christine is not a sister wife anymore. She's not married to Kody anymore, and I think the fallout from that will be insane to watch. And like I said, I'm really curious about Christine's new life. We do know some things about, what she's been up to. She recently gave an interview, and she talked about how, her life's been going ever since she left Kody, and she said that she finally gets to live her life for herself. Her whole world has changed and she's never been happier. And Christine also admitted that it was difficult at first, but she thought that she was making selfish decisions. But then she realized that she wasn't being selfish. She was doing what she was supposed to. And she said that you should always be in charge of your life, even if it's scary and you might not know what it will look like. It's still a lot better than staying where you shouldn't be. And this is how she's been living her life so far. By prioritizing her needs, trying to enjoy her life as much as she can. And after Christine left Kody, she actually moved to Salt Lake City, Utah to live closer to her older daughters, and she was nervous about this move at first, but she soon realized that she'd made the right decision. And Christine said that she knew she was home when she went to bed that first night in Utah, and it was exciting, new, and scary, but it just felt right, and she got to start over again. And she felt hope for the first time in a long time because she got to just live her life for herself for once, and she described this as wonderful. And she's also been enjoying being so close to Truly. They've been spending a lot of time together and going on all kinds of adventures, and apparently Christine will often just go to knock on Truly's door and ask her what they should do for fun today, and then they just pick a destination and have fun and go and explore, and they're just having the time of their lives together. And Christine is clearly enjoying being a single again. She got her own TLC digital series Cooking with Just Christine, which launched in February, and she's even been open to dating again. And Christine said that she would love to start dating again. She loves the idea of having a romantic partner, and she wants someone who will actually love her and want to be with her intimately, and that's with her only. She announced that she would be a monogamist from here on out, and even though she admits that polygamy can be right for some people, it's just not something that she wants for herself anymore, and she wants someone to be all about her and no one else. And she even has an idea about what this new person should be like. She wants someone who's, she's attracted to and who's attracted to her. Mutual chemistry is really important to Christine, but she also wants romance and adventure, someone who just wants to try new things because she's now into trying new things all the time, and she just wants to have fun, and she wants her, new partner to have fun with her. But even though Christine seems pretty ready to start dating, she's not actively looking or anything. She apparently talked to Truly about this, and she told Christine that she really liked their life now, and so while Christine does want a relationship, it's more something that might happen down the road for her. She's letting fate take care of this one, and for now, she's just focusing on all her adventures as well as, on her kids. And she said that she wants to be a good example to her kids more than anything, and she always told them to do what makes them happy, and now she's doing the same. And her kids were actually one of the reasons why she finally decided to leave Kody, because Christine shared that the final straw in their relationship was when Kody broke their daughter's heart, and back in September 2020, their daughter Isabel Isabel had to have a major surgery to correct her scoliosis, and they actually had to travel all the way to New Jersey to see a specialist. But this was in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, and we all know how Kody was during that time. So even though this was his daughter's surgery, he decided to stay behind, and he didn't go with them to support Isabel. And Christine obviously went, and she was there for their daughter, but Isabel was still pretty devastated that her own dad didn't want to be there for her. And Christine said that it really broke Isabel's heart, and that was what made her, want to leave Kody for good. And she said that she found it hard to stay with a guy she didn't respect, and she stopped respecting Kody at that point. And while she understood Kody's fears, this was their daughter, and she really wanted him there and didn't understand why he wouldn't come. And it wasn't just Isabel who didn't understand. Apparently, while Christine was there, everyone kept asking, her where her husband was and why she was there alone. And whenever she explained that he just didn't come, everyone kept telling her that that must have been hard for her. But the thing was, it wasn't hard for Christine, it was hard for Isabel. But Christine was fine with it, and yes, she would have preferred him to be there, but that was because it's what Isabel needed. But Christine didn't need Kody anymore, and that was a huge wake-up call for her, and something that told her that the marriage really needed to be over. And at that point, she and Kody had been together for 26 years, but it was pretty clear that their relationship was falling apart, and she slowly started realizing that it wasn't working for her, and she stopped believing in polygamy and realized that she didn't want to live this way anymore. And she didn't like sharing a husband or feeling like she wasn't important. And then this thing with Isabel happened, which pretty much sealed the deal. And honestly, it was just probably for the best, because Christine seems genuinely happy now, and I couldn't be happy for her either. But what do you guys think? Are you excited about the new season, and do you think Christine made the right choice? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And like always, do me a huge favor: if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.